All right, let's welcome a 5-time CMA Male Vocalist of the Year with 27 #1 singles. Here's today's command.
Hey everybody, I'm Blake Shelton in the middle of nowhere in a place called Oklahoma. And I got one thing to say. Gentlemen, start your engines!
Well done. And here we go on the Monster Mile. Green flag. We're underway. Ross Chastain into turn 1.
Now watch for this track to really funnel down to a single file line around the bottom. The quick way is right around the bottom. You can get stuck in that outside lane and go backwards. So I expect these guys to get single file as soon as they get to turn 3, which most of them have done. And you really see that elevation. There's a lot of great camera angles that we get on iRacing. You see with Larry McReynolds' analysis as Timmy Hill, oh, there is a caution now. It comes off turn 4. I thought he almost got the wall there, but it says he had to check up one big wreck down here.
I saw Corey LaJoie involved. Kevin Harvick was part of that.
That's that's down the back straightaway. We talk about how this racetrack just funnels cars. If you make contact, it funnels those cars down to the inside, and it is hard to avoid tearing your race car up really bad.
Now, over the course of our series, iRacing has improved their damage modeling on these cars. That may not be good news for some of these drivers, like Daniel Suarez, who has it at both ends from this multi-car pileup.
All I can say, Mike, is you don't want to get caught in the fence. I found out what that was like last week.
You were up there. Well, you were up there.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, it's pretty miraculous. It actually got me back to pit road within 9 minutes, but pretty much took me out of the race, too.
Okay, Chad Fincham was involved in that in the 49, Brennan Poole in the 15 with damage. Let's see what happens here. Watch Suarez.
Yeah, the number 96 car looks like he just got loose off of turn 2. And that's what I said. It brings you to the inside wall and makes contact, comes back up in front of Fincham. Benedetto is involved there. I think, oh, Jimmy Johnson, nice job slicing through there. Oh, man, Eric Jones barely getting through.
So in all, I've got 7 cars involved.
Reddick, looks like he was involved.
Looks like everybody's on pit road for 4 tires, as you guys talked about.
I mean, Timmy did a nice job getting a run off of turn 4. Wow, man,
that's a low percentage pass there, Jeff.
It certainly is.
Watch Suarez.
Yeah, the number 96 car looks like he just got loose off of turn 2. And that's what I said. It brings you to the inside wall and makes contact, comes back up in front of Fincham. Benedetto is involved there. I think, oh, Jimmy Johnson, nice job slicing through there. Oh, man, Eric Jones barely getting through.
So in all, I've got 7 cars involved. So 4th caution flag, lap 53.
Mike, I think we'll see a mixed bag of strategy here with only 7 laps on the tires. Probably some stay out, some do 2, some do 4.
See Kurt Busch gets down inside of Joey Logano. Ooh, tries to stay off of Joey Logano, almost loses it. Then they're 3 wide off of turn 2.
Oh, boy.
See DiBenedetto involved with that. I think
Kligerman again.
Kligerman. Oh, man,
Regan
Smith. Oh, no. Now, I would say it looked like you were getting a little bit of help from Kevin Harvick behind you.
I'm not sure who it was, but they cleaned me out. I got stopped for that wreck. I missed this one. They're wrecking on pit road in front of me even right now. It's getting out of control right now.
Regan, it's the pedal in the middle.
Oh, there is 3 pedals down here. That's a good point.
Go on. Regan, you don't have your long list of excuses. It's a glitch.
I tell you what, I do have a couple other excuses I haven't used yet. Some of them include the fact that I don't know where my controller just flew out. It flew onto the ground when I crashed, and I can't find. Well, there it is. I got it now. We're good.
It wasn't Kevin Harvick did get you at the end, but it was somebody else that didn't check up that turned you into that. No doubt, you did a great job slowing down for that wreck.
I saw Joey Gase back there, and I knew he wasn't looking like he was going to check up. And as I looked up there, I went wrecking with him. So that's all right. We'll sit here for a minute on pit road, get this thing fixed up, maybe try and stay on the lead lap here. I don't know, 5 minutes of repairs. I don't know if we can pull that off or not.
Chris Buescher involved, Brad Keselowski, Kurt Busch. Couldn't write all the numbers fast enough here.
Did you say Reddick?
Kevin
I think I saw
Harvick.
Reddick.
Yes, Tyler Reddick was part of it. Parker Kligerman.
This is not the Larry Mack that I know. I love this right now.
We got Bowman clipping Suarez. Well, you saw Alex Bowman was having some issues. I don't know if he, it was some of that damage that he had as the caution comes out. Had some damage. He got into the wall a little bit earlier, but the car was really starting to lose speed, lose handling. And then right there, you saw Suarez come up off the corner.
When you hear that engine, it just doesn't sound good.
It's hard to say if Bowman came down and clipped Suarez or if Suarez was coming up a little bit. Clearly, they made contact.
7th caution flag. And here's a look at it. Oh, I don't think Suarez knew he was there.
Yeah, maybe didn't know. He thought he was clear maybe, but he just came up a little bit. And Bowman was still there. Whoa, he got into Denny.
Big crash out of turn 4.
Oh, man. That was so unfortunate. You saw his car bobble. Something happened. Caution is out as John Hunter Nemechek was having an issue and then got into Denny Hamlin. Boy, that's a bummer for Denny.
And Larry was right.
Didn't miss it by much, did I?
No, you didn't. Pretty close.
No, you didn't, Larry.
I'm going to tell you a call I would not want to make right here because they now have 18 laps on their tires, and we're going to go back racing with less than 10. Somewhere, somebody's going to be a sitting duck. I don't know if I see those top guys hitting pit road. I think even with those number of laps on the tires, and we've got so many drivers still on the lead lap, I would not want to be making this call right now.
Boy, this is going to be a tough call.
Well,
you see Dale Jr. caught up in that wreck.
Yep.
Heavy damage.
And wait till you see the replays, folks. Denny Hamlin is going to wish somebody had the remote in their hand to save him from what just happened.
Yeah, this is the wreck that never ends.
No, John Hunter Nemechek, apparently the car stopped turning, wouldn't hold the bottom of the racetrack. He was trying to get off track down to the pits.
Those leaders come to pit road. So here he goes, Denny Hamlin to the outside, John Hunter Nemechek. You can see the damage to the left side. The car gets loose, then disappears.
Guys, I think that actually goes back to something that I saw out on my windshield on pit road way down in turn 1. Denny actually got into John Hunter underneath him and spun him as they went into turn 1 earlier on.
Oh,
that's what actually caused it. That was a little retaliation,
boy.
John Hunter there.
Yeah, and that makes sense as to why that car disappeared.
It went straight, but it went straight because he wanted it to.
Okay.
Boy, all the cars on pit road.
Look at this junkyard that's out here behind the pace car.
That was the white flag, 1 lap to go.
I think Barney missed it. Was Barney waving that? I didn't see it, but here we go. William Byron trying to win for the 3rd time. Drops low on Austin Dillon. And Christopher Bell will get that close within a 1/4 of a second. Byron.
The concentration finally breaks on William Byron's face, and the joy and excitement of winning another iRacing event starts to show up. That's awesome.
3rd victory. He's the only driver with multiple wins in this series. He's won 3 of the last 4. His best Cup finish at Dover so far, though, is 8th. William Byron, 3 of the last 4. Wow. William, great run, great race, and a nice clean pass of Timmy Hill for the lead. Great to see.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was fun. You know, we had to go on that restart. We had 4 tires, and unfortunately, the strategy made us to where we knew we were going to be back in the pack on that last restart. So it was just all about getting clear. And then once we got to Timmy, I knew we had better stuff, and just had to work them over for a couple corners. But it was fun. Enjoyed it. You know, definitely. I've enjoyed this iRacing series that we've had going, but definitely ready to get back in my normal car as well. But this has taught me a lot in the last few weeks, so it's been fun.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, William. I mean, you've been so dominant here. I would imagine your confidence is sky high as we've had this break. But we're going back racing, and we're going to Darlington, which is such a difficult racetrack. I mean, how much has all this kept you sharp and in the game, and that confidence, is that going to carry over to the real racetrack?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, it's racing anything, whether it's a box car or anything with really an engine. is going to give you confidence if you're winning. So it's a lot of fun for me. I've really enjoyed it. I've learned a couple things that I could tune with my driving style for certain racetracks. Honestly, I've never been in such a competitive environment for weeks on end on iRacing. So this is new to me as well. The pit strategy, the restarts, everything is more intense. So it just it's taught me a couple things for those tracks. Dover, Bristol, even all the tracks we've ran. So excited for Darlington when we go back. I think it's going to be a really fun race for us.
Well, let me get your take on this. When we go to Darlington in 2 weeks, no practice, no qualifying, your very first lap on the track is going to be lap 1 of the race, the green flag. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I've only done that one other time in my career. Actually racing in the K&N series, I didn't get any practice at Dover, and it was the final race for the championship, and we just had to start cold turkey. So it honestly, you have to lean on, the GM simulator, Chevrolet, but also iRacing, because there's literally no practice. So going into that first corner is going to be an unknown, but I know Chad and the guys are going to bring an awesome race car, and really that's all I can count on is that, and hopefully we can have a really good run.
Well, we're all looking forward to getting back to the track, and good luck down there in South Carolina.
For the best access, perspective, and personalities in all of sports, follow us at Fox Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
For more great NASCAR on Fox content, subscribe to our channel. It's somewhere right around here.